Hello guys, my name is Kate. Today I'm going to test your vocabulary. I'm gonna explain the meaning of the word and I want you to guess this word. I'll show you the first letter and give you an example sentence. I'll give you just 3 seconds to think about the word. Now let's get started. The first word, which starts with A. It's a very deep hole that seems to have no bottom. Imagine a hole so deep that you can't see the bottom of it. It's like a really deep pit. She stood on the edge of an... Feeling the wind rush past her. Of course, that's an abyss. Abyss. She stood on the edge of an abyss, feeling the wind rush past her. An abyss also means a difficult situation that brings trouble or destruction. After losing his job, he felt like he was falling into an abyss of fear.
The Laurentian Abyss is 7 miles below sea level, deepest place on our planet.
She always dreamed of one day stumbling onto some undiscovered, endless, bottomless abyss.
I see a beautiful city and a brilliant people rising from this abyss.
The next word is really difficult. It starts with C. This means the result or effect of something that happened. It's usually something unpleasant. When you do something, there is usually something that happens afterward. If you touch a hot stove, that might be that you burn your hand. That thing that happens is called a consequence. A consequence. If you touch a hot stove, the consequence might be that you burn your hand. Skipping English classes had a serious consequence. She failed her exams.
Every easy choice today will have its consequence tomorrow.
As a consequence, I'm inclined to reserve all judgments.
Looking at her, it's like life is too amazing to be this random and meaningless consequence of the universe.
Everything you do in this game has a consequence.
Another great word starts with P. It is the possibility or chance that something good will happen in the future. It's like when you're looking forward to something positive, when you're waiting for something positive. And this possibility is called a prospect. A prospect. There's a good prospect of sunny weather tomorrow, so we can plan a picnic. She applied for the job because there was a good prospect of learning new skills.
But the prospect of a life in a foreign country frightens me.
I don't look happy or excited about the prospect of our marriage.
The next word starts with I. This word means having a deep understanding or clear perception of something. If I have this, I understand something in a new way. She had a sudden about the problem. It's insight. Insight. She had a sudden insight about the problem. One more example. I had been struggling with a math problem for hours, and then I had an insight. I realized I was using the wrong formula the whole time.
That's my insight.
Her skills are now at the point of spiritual insight.
It gives us great insight into what she must be feeling.
It's that gift of insight and persuasion that will make you a stellar owner of the company.
The next word starts with C. I'm sure you know this word. It's a substance that speeds up a chemical reaction without being consumed in the process. A helps chemical reactions go faster without changing itself. Of course, it is a catalyst. A catalyst. A catalyst helps chemical reactions go faster without changing itself. We can also use this word metaphorically to describe something that accelerates progress in a different context. For example, her leadership skills acted as a catalyst for teamwork.
The catalyst.
Pain is the ultimate catalyst.
The first message turned out to be a superior catalyst for methane.
The next word starts with E. It is a strong effort to achieve something, when you work hard to get something. The synonyms are an effort or an attempt. Starting her own business was a risky, but it paid off in the end. This word is endeavor. Do you know this word? Starting her own business was a risky endeavor, but it paid off in the end. One more example. My endeavor to become a better swimmer led me to practice at the pool every day.
It's like a family business. It's our family endeavor.
For decades, my foundation has invested in scientific endeavor of all kind.
Another interesting word starts with S. It is a temporary platform or structure made of metal or wood. People use it to work on buildings or other tall things because they help them reach high places safely. Do you know this word? It is a scaffold. Scaffold. Also, scaffold means a supportive structure that helps you learn or grow. It's like a helpful framework that makes it easier for you to achieve things. Flashcards are a scaffold to help students memorize vocabulary words. Another great noun starts with B. It is an important discovery or event that helps to improve a situation or provide an answer to a problem. It's when you finally figure out something important or solve a problem after trying really hard. It's like when scientists found a new way in technology, for example, we say they made a breakthrough. A breakthrough. Scientists made a breakthrough in medicine by finding a new treatment for a disease.
What? Walter, breakthrough.
I think it's a breakthrough.
Father thinks it's real close to a breakthrough.
The next word starts with C. It is a rule or a limit that makes it harder to do what you want. When you want to do something, but something holds you back. There is that you can only watch TV for 30 minutes a day. It is a constraint. Constraint. Do you know this word? There is a constraint that you can only watch TV for 30 minutes a day. You have a constraint that you can only eat one piece of candy after dinner. The next word starts with O. It is something that you must do because it is your duty or responsibility. It's like a task or a job that you have to do because it's expected of you. Doing your homework is as a student. Sure, it's obligation. Obligation. Doing your homework is your obligation as a student. Helping with chores at home is your obligation to your family.
And I have done everything I possibly can to fulfill that obligation.
You seem to think I have some kind of obligation to him.
I think often what I feel is obligation.
If you know the next word, then your English level is truly advanced. The word starts with D. It is a difference or inconsistency between two or more things that should be the same. It is like when two things don't match up when they should. There was a between the price tag and the amount charged at the checkout counter. Discrepancy. Discrepancy. There was a discrepancy between the price tag and the amount charged at the checkout counter. Another example. There is a discrepancy between the amount of money I have and the amount shown in my bank statement.
He is so embarrassed about the will, said he should have caught the discrepancy.
There seems to be a discrepancy in your bill.
There's a discrepancy between the obligation of Mr. Palmgren's guardianship and the management of your finance.
And the last but not the least word starts with D. It is a situation where you have to make a difficult choice between two options, and both options are equally good or bad. I'm sure you know this word. It's like when you're stuck between two choices and both choices seem equally important or difficult. It is a dilemma. Dilemma.
It's a dilemma without a solution.
So the dilemma is solved.
Emily faced a dilemma at the store when she couldn't decide between buying a new dress or saving money for a vacation. Thank you for watching this video. Please let me know in the comments how many words from this lesson you know. Was it easy for you to guess these words? I read all the comments and it's really important for me to know your result. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. If you want to make me a little bit happier, you can send me a super thanks. You can connect with me on my Instagram account where I share a lot of useful content. Thank you so much for being with me today. Bye bye!